Here is your latest video weather briefing from the National Weather Service in San Diego. This video briefing will highlight the colder and windy conditions for the deserts and the mountain passes today through Tuesday. We'll also talk about some of the scattered precipitation expected and then the much warmer conditions for later in the week. This video presentation is about 5 minutes long. Okay, right off the bat, let's look at some of the highlights. The strongest winds, and we've already seen some wind gusts over 60 miles per hour Sunday and Sunday night, are expected for this afternoon, Monday afternoon through tonight, gradually decreasing by Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night. It'll also be briefly gusty along the cold front tonight in many locations, including the coast and over the water. Coastal drizzle today. Precipitation will be mostly light and intermittent, but a light covering of snow is expected tonight and Tuesday morning with locally 1 to 2 inches. For the favorable mountain slopes, a quarter to a half inch of precipitation from this storm. Most of the coastal areas and the valley locations, a tenth of an inch or less. Keep in mind for outdoor activities, cold and blustery following this cold front. This will continue in the mountains for Tuesday into Wednesday. Wind gusts for the peak this afternoon through Tuesday morning, 65 to 75 miles per hour for the passes and ridges and some of the desert slopes. Down on the desert floor, 35 to 45 miles per hour for peak wind gusts, locally 55 to 65 miles per hour. Strongest winds looks like late this afternoon all the way into Tuesday morning. For the open waters, behind the cold front, 25 to 35 miles per hour, later tonight into Tuesday morning. Pretty high forecaster confidence for the timing and details. Then we look at a significant warming trend for Thursday and Friday as we turn more to an offshore flow type of wind pattern and a warming air mass. Here's a look at the weather pattern, the storm track and jet stream that will be occurring early this week, Monday and Tuesday. Quite an amplified weather pattern as we've seen much of this past winter and spring. A storm system similar to last Monday, only a little bit further north, will be carving sharply across Nevada, Southern California, and Arizona, and then ejecting out into the plains. This storm system basically tracking right across the Las Vegas region as shown on this map for tonight and Tuesday. Let's take a look at the detail of the wind we're expecting for today, Monday, the windy areas for 2 o'clock this afternoon in the upper left, in the middle, 5 p.m., and then 8 p.m. this evening. As you can see, the strongest winds are expected late this afternoon and this evening across the areas shaded in red. Those are basically the mountain passes, the deserts, and the desert slopes, all the way from I-8 up to I-10, and of course carving across I-15 up in the high deserts. Take a look at these winds, see if they impact your areas or your plans. The wind tonight into tomorrow morning becomes less widespread behind the cold front, but still impacting wind across some of the passes and locally across the desert slopes as the strongest winds above us move across our mountains and are forced down into the desert slopes and desert canyons of eastern Riverside County and eastern San Diego County. Take a look at these winds and see if they impact your plans early Tuesday morning. Also note the winds significantly increase over the outer waters, including San Clemente Island, when we get late tonight into tomorrow morning. I did mention a warming trend. Here's a look at the warming trend for later this week. High temperatures on Friday, most areas rebounding rapidly into the 80s, really starting on Thursday and peaking out on Friday. Some locations getting in the upper 80s and lower 90s, especially the inland valleys of the Inland Empire and the desert regions. Even on the coast, temperatures getting well into the 70s. Thanks for watching this video presentation. Here's the latest hazard maps from the National Weather Service. You can also look at detailed digital forecasts on the new link above. You can monitor the weather, including the wind and any precipitation, on the links in the middle. We hope this presentation was helpful for your planning purposes.